Hello guys, I am V. Sai Srinivas of 9th class from Math Man. So today I am going to explain today's editorial. So let's get started. So today our editorial's name is Maximum Governor. Governors should not exceed constitutional duties to serve as agents of the center. The misuse of the governor's office to undermine duly elected state governments is a particularly mischievous disruption of federalism. So, if the governor's office misuses its power on criticizing the elected state government, it is a serious problem because it is disrupting or disturbing the reputation of the people, and it is a very serious problem which should be taken care of. Kerala Governor Arif Muhammad Khan's frequent use of his powerful oratory to defend the center and question the state on sensitive topics makes him partisan and undermines democratic processes. So Arif Muhammad Khan, who is the governor of Kerala, so he is using his power to defend the central government and blaming the state government. So even though it wasn't the fault of the state government, he is blaming the state government. So he is interrupting in the sensitive topics of the state government. So he is criticizing the democratic process which are carried out by the state government. So he is acting like a partisan in this situation. His refusal to convene a special session of the Kerala Assembly on December 23 as initially requested by the government yet again proved this. So convene means come together, meeting and etc. So he refused to join a meeting which will be held on December 23 under the Kerala Assembly. So the government initially requested him for the approval, but he denied it. So this proves that he is misusing his power in many ways. He questioned the urgency of the special session and thought that Assembly lacked the jurisdiction to offer a solution to the farmers' protest, an issue which the Assembly wanted to discuss. This is an encroachment upon the powers of the legislature and the elected government, and an abuse of his authority as a nominal head under the Constitution. So, he questioned the state government, asking for the importance of the meeting which is being held. So the legislature wanted to discuss about the farmers' protest, but he showed relent in it, and also he stated that the state government lacks jurisdiction over him. So this is a serious problem because that is like he is misusing his powers and abusing the legislature and the state government. So he as a nominal head of the authority and the Constitution of India shouldn't do like this. So immediate action must be taken on him. So he is covering up the things done by the central government. His conduct was comparable to that of his counterparts in Rajasthan, who refused to convene a session of the General Assembly in July last year as demanded by the Chief Minister. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan wrote to Mr. Khan stating the governor had no discretionary powers in the matter and that his actions were unconstitutional. So, just like him, what he did was comparable to the one that happened in Rajasthan. So, the governor there too refused to conduct the meeting in July last year after the pandemic. So, the so the Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan wrote letter to Khan saying that he has he has he has to use his powers only when necessary and he shouldn't use them when they are not. It will be considered as misuse, and also the actions which were done by him are non-constitutional or against the law. So he will be given justice and other things will be done in order to avoid this. This position was supported by the opposition too. Thankfully, the government made an amended request for convening the session and the governor accepted it. Mr. Khan had earlier questioned a resolution passed by Kerala Assembly on the Citizenship Amendment Act, besides making public statements supporting the CAA and the farm laws. The opposition party was too against it, so it had helped the state a lot. So they wanted and demanded a amendment in the request for convening. So this time Mr. Khan had accepted the session of the Kerala Assembly. So the problem was solved, but still in the Kerala Assembly, the discussion was going on about the Citizenship Amendment Act. So the governor was making statements which were the favor to the CAA and the farm laws, but the people don't like them. So to assume that an assembly is acting unconstitutionally if it disagrees with the parliament is disingenuous. By lending himself and his office to such partisan conflicts, Mr. Khan is also besmirching his personal reputation as a fiercely fair-minded public figure. Such conduct by governor can weaken federalism. So here we can't say that the government of Kerala is being unconstitutional and not doing the right thing, because here if a assembly disagrees with the parliament, that doesn't mean they are being unconstitutional, and it is not right to think in that way. So Mr. Khan, where the governor of Kerala is interrupting and he is making his office to take part in such conflicts of the government, Mr. Khan is damaging his reputation in the society. So his reputation is changing into a fiercely fair-minded public figure. So if such things will be done by the governor, these things will weaken the federalism of the state and the country, and the constitution will be affected. So that's it, guys. Thank you.